65 years since I've been here. Jay, I'm a corrective exercise specialist and fitness trainer. So I don't want to take up too much time because we started a little behind, but I just wanted to make sure I thank them for the way they've embraced me. From the time that I didn't really openly express what I was discovering, because I wanted to be sure. I wanted to do as much research as I could, and every doubt and question that I had, I wanted to be able to answer it. So
don't rush through your thing, by the way. Seriously.
Okay. But I wanted to be able to answer it, and once I started, Artie and other people that I've been close to, some of the clients have always embraced that, and it's always been open, and it's been a very powerful journey for me. It's still a journey that I'm still exploring, trying to reclaim that heritage. Being African American in America, you lose a lot of that, or you don't have it, and to find it out, it hits you like a ton of bricks. So for me to be at this stage of it now, it feels completely liberating, and I just wanted to share that with you guys tonight. So I'll start out with this week's parsha was so fitting. So I'm gonna start with my name. I have a few names. My name Yirmiyahu, which would be in Hebrew, because my English name is Jerry, so it's really Yirmiyahu in Hebrew. Yirmiyahu Bradley Ibizi Mako Mbongo Yawo, or Trey, which means God exalts to broaden the way. The people have taught me wisdom. My hands are open to serve with strength, and I was born on a Thursday. I'm a direct descendant of the Igbo Jews through my mother's line from the Enugu region in Nigeria. We are genetically matched with the Yuda clan. That's spelled U-D-A, or pronounced Yuda, just like Judah. And we are hoping soon to receive the Half-Shekal very soon, or to receive your Half-Shekal very soon. Shema Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kavod, Malchuto, Leolam Vayed. The parasha has Ki Tisa, and the subtitle is There is Strength in Our Numbers. When the census taker made his rounds in ancient Israel, he didn't bring a calculator or an abacus on which to record the number of persons in each household, nor did he distribute a questionnaire for the people to fill out and return. Instead, he collected a half-shekel, that's what's on your paper, from every Jew in the land, and by counting the coins in his bag, he arrived at a new population figure. This week's Torah portion, we are told that this indirect method of census taking was employed because an actual head count might cause harm to the people. But this leads us to ask, how could harm arise from Hashem's expression of endearment by counting his people? What difference could there possibly be between counting people directly or indirectly? Furthermore, if the collection of coins was required to determine the population figures, why did the Torah specify the half-shekel in particular? Let us consider this for a moment. In contemporary Western society, we place a great emphasis on overriding importance of the individual. Collective society is only there to accommodate all its individuals, to safeguard the individual rights and privileges. The responsibilities of the individual to society are largely ignored. According to the contemporary Western value system, the individual may not encroach on his brother's space, but he is not his brother's keeper either. The result is a society that endeavors to protect the life and liberty of each individual, but encourages him to live in an egocentric spiritual isolation. The Torah concept of the individual, on the other hand, is tempered with a strong sense of community. Our sages considered each individual person a world unto himself, of such transcendent importance that the entire universe could have been created for his sake alone, and yet the individual is not an island apart. He is a part of the broader community, to which he bears significant responsibility and from which he draws significant strength. An individual, no matter how brilliant and talented, is limited in his scope, but the power and potential of a unified community are virtually limitless. In this case, the whole is undoubtedly greater than the sum of its parts. The individual who connects with the community assumes an additional higher identity as a part of the greater whole. Had the census process taken the form of a head count, it would have set each individual squarely on the stage by himself, if only for a brief moment, and drawn heavenly attention to his flaws and his virtues. Very few individuals are worthy and virtuous enough to withstand such scrutiny and come away unharmed. When the census taker counted the coins he had collected, however, there was no longer an identifiable connection between the coins and the people they represented. In effect, then, the collective population was determined without highlighting the individual with all of his faults and shortcomings. The Half-Shekal underscores this symbolism, that each of us is only a half, and we only become a whole by connecting to the broader community. So now I want to show y'all something. Can you turn the lights down real quick?
Can I do it from here, Scott?
Andrew can do it.
Oh.
From deep inside Africa, a sound is emanating that is causing reverberations around the world. It's the sound of Judaism. Centuries of colonialism, returning to what they say are their native roots.
I know from birth I'm a Jew. Only I know that my forefather missed the way.
I grew up alongside every other Igbo youth. We kept on hearing that Igbo people came from Israel.
There was a story my mom told me at the age of 6 years. I never forget it. He said, the Igbos are Jews.
And it's the story of one man, Shemuel, who went searching for what that meant and found answers on the internet, prompting a journey that led him to a community of thousands of Jews. A place where resources are few, but commitment transcends. Through prayer, practice, ritual, diet, and song. But this is also the sound of doubt from Jews in America.
They would ask me, are you from America? I said, no, I'm a Nigerian. They say, you black? I said, yes. They said, no, it's not true.
And rejection from family and friends.
I am like an outcast among them.
And in this volatile Christian-Muslim nation, doubt often turns to violence. This is the story of the Igbo, 25 million strong, a people once under siege by their very own government.
Biafra declared its independence.
And a people once captured and shipped across the Atlantic by the hundreds of thousands. A people who helped build America, and a people whose descendants are now discovering their Igbo roots, raising questions of cultural identity for countless African Americans.
Many African Americans actually do not know that they have Igbo heritage. The chances of their being Igbo is much, much higher than their chances of coming from Ghana or from Western Nigeria.
If you're from the right county in Virginia, you probably have a 60% chance of having Igbo ancestry.
It's a story of the strength of belief, ancestry, and community. Boosted by a visitor who inspires everyone and helps take Shemuel's dreams to a whole new reality. The Jews of Nigeria are re-emerging.
All right. Oh, one second. Actually, let me show you one more thing real quick, just to show you a map that I found. This is a map that's from Northwestern University, 1747. This is what the British wrote on this map.
Never fails, does it?
We've had technological problems in this.
Oh, really?
We're lucky we saw what we saw.
Oh, really? Practice. Well, there's a map here, 1747, where you can see on the map where they wrote the Kingdom of Judah. So, yes. And so anyway, also, this it's interesting. I took a chocolate Hebrew class here. It was interesting. I signed up because I thought it was going to be chocolate Hebrews there like me. But this guy in the class gave me this magazine from B'nai B'rith from 2005 that he's held on for 8 years, and it's talking about can the lost tribe save the Jews, and it's discussing about the Igbos and some other Jews in Ghana. Also talking about some converso Jews in like Spain or from, in Mexico and things like that. So it was fascinating that they're dealing with the demographics problem of European Jews married away, not practicing or whatever, and then but we have this whole other community on the other side knocking on the door. So this was a fascinating magazine. And then I just want to
let me start off with that.
You want to start with this? Okay.
Yeah, I'll help you with that. You go ahead. You're gonna. I want to tell you guys that one of the things that you need to know is that Trey absolutely practices what he preaches. He's an amazing, amazing guy, and we're just blessed to have him here at the JCC, working with us and doing the things that he does with the JCC. He's just an amazing guy. So yesterday we had a special program that we did through our J Gives project. And I want Trey to tell you about what the J did and what Trey helped us do and what he did yesterday with some kids that really had the opportunity to be part of the JCC. And it really changed a lot of our staff's, it impacted them tremendously. So I want to let you, Trey, tell you a little bit about what he did yesterday.
All right, well, thank you again for those words. I really appreciate it. Yeah, yesterday was a powerful day. Basically, and here what it talks about is on Monday, February 17th, as a part of the J Gives initiative, we hosted a group of 8 to 12-year-olds from the Buckner-Wynwood Family Hope Center for a day of fun and fitness. The Buckner-Wynwood kids took part in the pound fusion, basketball, gymnastics, tennis lessons, and swimming. In advance, we had the kids send a request for fitness-oriented gifts. At the end of the day, we presented the kids with their gifts, everything from skates, footballs, volleyballs, hula hoops, etc. It was a truly magical experience for the kids. When the J Gives team was working to put together a calendar of projects, we were inspired by different Jewish values that helped guide us to this project. For the Fitness Day, it was threefold. We felt inspired by our mission statement, the Jewish value of Shemar, Shemar Haguf, and the unveiling of the Lieberman Wellness Center. We wanted to expose the kids to activities that they have not had an opportunity to be exposed to. We hope to inspire the kids and expose them to our philosophy of attitude, lifestyle, and energy. Yesterday was a great day. We hosted 14 kids from the Buckner-Wynwood. I received feedback from our staff that was involved yesterday in preparing and serving meals, those who talked to classes, and the 2 staff who stayed with the kids all day. Yesterday was a very powerful day for them and the kids. The staff who participated said they felt they got more than they gave and were moved by the kids and their energy. One staff person told me she was talking to a girl at lunch who said she was so excited for gymnastics she could hardly eat. Other staff members commented on the smiles the kids had when they left. Our mission statement, the JCC of Dallas, brings the community together by providing state-of-the-art facilities with an exceptional programs and an inclusive environment defined by Jewish values and culture. We 100% lived up to this yesterday. We truly embodied what it means to be a community center and gave the kids a day they would not forget. And so for my own personal expression of it, like I said on the email, I said it was my honor and privilege because I was one of those kids growing up. I grew up in Little Rock, Arkansas, in the projects. But the beautiful thing, I had two environments that I was in. I was in a rough environment during most of the school year, but my upbringing was in a rural country in Arkansas. Acres of land, cows and chickens and garden and all that stuff. So most of my time was, so I had two environments. That was an advantage. The other advantage, I was very inquisitive. I always asked questions. So even if, and that's the thing a lot of people don't understand, when you grow up in that environment, what you see is what you get, and that's what you believe the rest of the world is, and you don't feel like you matter. If I would have been one of those kids and felt the way I saw the staff and the community here come together, all it takes is a little bit. We don't really need a lot, just a little bit to feel like, man, my life matters to somebody who doesn't even know me. So I care. Somebody cares about don't even know me. So that you destroy all their doubt, all their disbelief, all their, my life is done. Who cares about me? I might as well just go down this path. You destroyed it. Now they have to wrestle with, every day they make a decision, this experience now. They can't say in their mind that nobody cares, so I don't care. So from a personal perspective, if that would have happened to me, there's no telling where I would be today. Even though I can look at where I'm at today and I'm like, I'm a multi-millionaire in comparison to where I should have been. I'm so satisfied and happy in my life that I really don't need anything else. This is why for me to be with those kids was not a favor. It was my responsibility. And that's what I told them. So, hopefully I can collect your half-shekals. Or you can eat them and I will count it.
Great, thank you so much.
Thanks, Trey.
Thank you.
Inem atobu manayim, sheverachim gam yachad. Inem atobu manayim, sheverachim gam yachad. Inem atob, sheverachim gam yachad. Inem atob, sheverachim gam yachad. Thank you all.
Thank you.
That's D'var Torah to remember, right?
We'll see you next month.